seconds, but both sides fancy their chances of making it through to next month's Wembley final. Good evening from Jim Bradford at Goodison Park on Merseyside for tonight's Carling Cup semi-final second leg between Everton and Chelsea. Well, last night's heroics at White Hart Lane took Tottenham through to their first final in 6 years. Tonight, Everton hope that they can reach their first League Cup final since 1984. In fact, Dave Moyes' men have never won this competition, and having waited since the mid-90s for any silverware at all, this is being billed as their most important match since they played in the FA Cup final in 1995. Moyes has transformed the club in his 6 years in charge. They've become semi-regular in European competition. They become established as a side who regularly finish in the top 6 or 8. But without silverware, there'll always be the suspicion that the transformation perhaps hasn't been quite far-reaching enough. The reception, as you would expect, absolutely magnificent. Merseyside awaits. Can Everton enjoy one of their glory nights against them? A Chelsea side who've not had any difficulty in keeping the rust off the doors to the trophy cabinet. A haul of 10 major honours in as many years, including both cup competitions last season, and they aim to keep alive their hopes of retaining the trophy here this evening. The 2-1 first leg lead was accrued only in the final moments of the match at Stamford Bridge a fortnight ago, and with only 10 men following dismissal of John Obi Mikel. But nevertheless, they do have something tangible to protect here at Goodison Park against a side whom they've not lost to in their last 18 meetings. Continue that run tonight, and they're in the final. Well, both sides have selection problems, primarily because of the African Cup of Nations. Tonight, Everton are without top scorer Yakubu, Joseph Yobo and Stephen Pienaar, all of whom would have started this evening. Defender Leighton Baines has an ankle injury, so he's ruled out too. And Everton make just the one change in the side that beat Wigan on Sunday, with Manuel Fernandes making his second debut for the club, having rejoined from Valencia. Fernandes replaces Tony Hibbert. That means that Phil Neville moves from the centre of midfield back to right back, with Fernandes coming into the engine room. Phil Jagielka continues at centre half. Tim Cahill will play just off Andy Johnson. Chelsea's contingent of missing African internationals stands at 4, with Drogba, Kalou, Essien and Mikel all away. Frank Lampard has suffered a recurrence of his thigh injury. He's out for another fortnight, while Ballack, Terry and Shevchenko are also missing. Shaun Wright-Phillips came off injured at Birmingham on Saturday, but he has been pass fit to play. There are recalls for Wayne Bridge and Steve Sidwell. Chelsea will play with their customary 4-3-3 formation, with Nicolas Anelka making only his second start, having moved from Bolton for $30 million. He didn't play for Bolton in this competition this season, so he is eligible this evening. Busy week for Fabio Capello, who will have enjoyed the trip from North London to Merseyside, and if he enjoys this game as much as he enjoyed last night, then we'll be in for a cracker. It's without John Terry, the talismanic Chelsea captain, will clearly be part of Capello's plans. Whether he's going to be the England captain under Capello still remains to be seen. Referee tonight is Steve Bennett, and that's a good omen. Both sides would argue for their. Bennett refereed the 2005 final, which Chelsea won, and their victorious 2007 FA Cup final. He was also one of the linesmen when Everton last won the FA Cup. Well, before the game starts, a minute's silence for former Everton player Wally Fielding. A moving tribute for one of Everton's genuine heroes. He was their oldest surviving footballer, who died at his home in Cornwall last week at the age of 88. Bobby Fielding, a Londoner by birth, played for Everton immediately after the war, and trophies for the club. Well, Tottenham have already made it through to the final, where they hope for their first piece of silverware for 9 years. Tonight, Everton, some 13 years after they last lifted a trophy, aim to join them. Spurs beat Arsenal for the first time in 9 years to get there. Everton's barren streak against Chelsea is almost as long as that. Will Everton keep alive their chances of winning this competition for the first time ever? Or will the holders continue their successful defence of the trophy? Everton in the blue shirts, kicking from right to left, defending the Gladys Street end of Goodison Park in the early stages. And a bright start from the home team as well. Nuno Valente, Portuguese international, coming up against some of his international teammates. And now Joleon Lescott, who will be desperate to atone for a torrid spell late in the game when these two sides last met. Lescott putting through his own net and then missing a glorious chance to equalise moments later. Abraham Grant hoping, like Jose Mourinho, to be able to bring silverware to Stamford Bridge in his first season in charge. He's won 20 of his 27 games since being elevated to the role of first-team coach in succession to Jose Mourinho. Magnificent atmosphere here at Goodison Park this evening. The boot raised in the midfield against Steve Sidwell. It's a Chelsea free kick given away by Nuno Valente. In his days with PSV Eindhoven, Alex was known to be able to hit them from this kind of distance. But Tim Howard not taking any chances. It's got a hefty contingent in the wall as Alex strikes it straight into that Everton quartet. Back for Belletti, and the header down, almost broke for Anelka, might yet. Right Phillips, vital deflection away, I think, by Jagielka. Corner to Chelsea, and if Chelsea were to score first here, it would really put the pressure on Everton. It was well defended by Phil Jagielka. Nice Sean Wright Phillips, who had a magnificent first leg. First corner of the game taken from Belletti and headed well wide by Sidwell, who I think was looking for the flick on rather than a direct attempt on goal. He's just scored the one goal for Chelsea so far this season, and it came in this competition at Hull. Back in round 3, which was Abraham Grant's first game in charge. Comfortable win for Chelsea that night by 4-0. They very nearly were eliminated in round 4 against Leicester. 3-2 down with 3 minutes to go. They won without the need for extra time, thanks to late goals from Shevchenko and Lampard. A more comfortable 2-0 victory against Liverpool in the quarter-finals, which then followed by that narrow victory against Everton a fortnight ago. Alex's header, nicely played by Cahill. Osman leaving it for Nuno Valente. Joe Cole, who missed the final last season for Chelsea, had a broken foot at the time. That's a Chelsea ball. Right Phillips. And Nicolas Anelka, the $30 million signing from Bolton Wanderers. football now. Only Juan Sebastian Veron's career transfer fees eclipse those of Anelka, who has gone for a combined price of nearly $160 million his various moves. Still only 28 as well. Has already scored against Everton this season, Nicolas Anelka, whilst the Bolton player in a Premier League match only a few weeks ago. Here's Malouda, picked in by Anelka. No, not quite. Fernandez, Leon Osman, Arteta, such an integral part of this Everton side. Good layoff from Osman. Tim Cahill, the leading scorer in this Everton side of the players who are playing tonight. Kubu, of course, absent. Cahill has scored 9 goals at a rate of 1 every other game so far this season. Here's Arteta now. Cahill at the near post, too deep for him. Important header away from Alex, climbing over Andy Johnson to get it away. And he starts the counter-attack with Florent Malouda. And he has been expertly muscled out of possession by Manuel Fernandez. Every Everton challenge being greeted with a cacophony of noise from the home supporters. It does have the feel of being a special night. This is Belletti. And still Belletti!
Could you please sit down and repeat for the benefit of your...
Well, he does have a good heritage in cup competition. He once scored the winner in the Champions League final, Giuliano Belletti. Was happy to bring it onto his weaker foot, his left foot. It was over Tim Howard's bar, but possibly not by as much as Howard anticipated, dipping all the time, and well worth an effort. Bridge, who's preferred to Ashley Cole at left back for Chelsea tonight. Chelsea's record coming into tonight's game is magnificent. 6 wins in a row. Only 1 defeat in their last 26 matches. And won 20 of those as well. And defensively they've been very sound, with the exception of a thrilling 4-4 draw at home against Aston Villa. But other than that, they've hardly conceded a goal in the last 2 or 3 months. Tough nut for Everton to crack, and they have named the strongest possible side this evening. And Everton have their first corner. Carvalho with the last touch. Julian Leska, who has scored in each of his last 2 matches, makes his way forward, and he got the header on target. Czech scrambling, just about managed to keep it out. Cahill threw himself in, trying to get a touch. And now the Chelsea break could be on with Anelka. Sidwell. Belletti quick to push forward. Anelka at the back post. The cross is too deep for him. And Everton survive, but an important save from Petr Cech, who will have only seen this late. View obscured Cahill threw himself in the way of it. And had Cahill got a touch, it would have been 1-0 to Everton. Vital save from Petr Cech. Well won by Neville. Game being played at 100 miles an hour will be alien to some of the Chelsea players, the likes of Florent Malouda, whose experience in English football is still relatively limited. Carsley climbing over his opponent, giving the free kick away. Lee Carsley was once sent off against Chelsea for a foul on Didier Drogba. McAlady. Each perfect crossfield ball for Joe Cole. Balletti. Sidwell. A little bit of time to settle as a Chelsea player, Steve Sidwell, following his free transfer from Reading last summer. Osman, nice touch to find Johnson. Carsley. Sidwell's block falls for Manuel Fernandez. Now Neville. Well, Everton's recent form has been very impressive as well. I mentioned the fact that Chelsea won 20 of their last 26. Everton have won 15 of their last 21. Confidence breeds success, which of course breeds more confidence. Everton play one of the many observers their best football for many a year. Leska. Johnson trying to get on the end of it, came very sharply back into the face of Cahill. Florent Malouda, the former Lyon player. Lovely play by Arteta, turning away from Bridge, who's got goal side again. Challenged by Carvalho. Only one of several players to have played in both the 2005 and 2007 finals. Phil Neville's long throw, Cahill the target, Johnson tries to win the second ball. McAlady that can get it clear. Leska. Another long ball forward, Arteta to Carsley. Neville stumbling but had time to recover. Carvalho able to head his cross away. Julian Leska invited forward. Leska's ball finds Cahill, now Arteta. Miro Valente. Patient, measured build-up play from Everton. is the architect of their recent success, Davy Moyes, but he's never beaten Chelsea as a manager in 16 previous attempts. Carsley did really well to rescue a poor ball in the midfield. Now Nuno Valente. Joe Cole sprinting to track back with him, and he's won the free kick. Johnson's pace has caused many defences a problem in the past. Carvalho very grateful that his stumble went unpunished there. Anelka, away by Joleon Lescott. Makelele peels for handball against Johnson. I don't think he knew too much about it. Manuel Fernandes. Arteta, Neville outside him. Good ball from Fernandes, who settled right back into this Everton side as if he's never been away. Last game for the club coming back end of last season, ironically against Chelsea. Before he left Benfica for Valencia, but he's back here for a second spell on loan. He's made a very good impression in the opening 17 minutes. As have many of the players in blue. Neville happy to win a throw from an unpromising situation. Has done really well again, but eventually loses out to Sidwell. Phil Jagielka signed as a midfielder, but has found himself playing at centre-half in the absence of Joseph Yobo, who's the African Cup of Nations, of course. Not Jagielka's first semi-final, but it is the first for his centre-half partner, Joleon Lescott. Jagielka actually a member of the Sheffield United side that played in the semis against Liverpool 5 years ago. Here's Belletti. Makelele. Malouda. Anelka. He was offside anyway. Well, it was flagged offside. And the replay suggests that perhaps Jagielka hadn't got far enough forward quickly enough. Here's Neville. Manuel Fernandes. A promising ball in. There's Alex with the clearance. It fell safe for Chelsea. Johnson leaves it for Neville, whose cross cannons back off Bridge. Arteta. Away by Carvalho. Nuno Valente. Now Osman. Johnson. It was a nice take. Check scrambling, but he did have it covered, the Chelsea goalkeeper. And Anelka again has drawn the offside flag. Coming out from the back, he saw that one of the Everton players was down injured and sportingly puts it out of play so that Leon Osman can receive any treatment that's necessary. One of the unsung heroes, really, Leon Osman. Product of the club's youth academy, who, like Tony Hibbert, has just signed a new contract extension the last few days, keeping him at Everton until 2012, but Phil Neville keeping Hibbert out of the side tonight. To Everton, to Chelsea, sorry, given away by Carsley. He had a fantastic first leg, Sean Wright-Phillips. It was a good quick free kick. Find Anelka. Anelka again offside, third time in as many minutes. Just drawing the flag from Dave Bryan. And he got that one right. This season, Nicholas Anelka in double quick time for Bolton prior to his move. It's Fernandez. Makelele. And lost possession, he just caught his man, Mikel Arteta. Free kick given away by the Frenchman to the Spaniard. Just too good for it. I think that's what Makelele was saying. A genuine attempt to play the ball. Still got the signs of the ear surgery that he had back in the last month, Claude Makelele, which kept him out of the game for a few weeks. Throw taken quickly for Wright-Phillips. Anelka. Not a bad ball in. It was a cross which had vicious swerve. Wright-Phillips. And he's going to get a yellow card, Lee Carsley. I think it's for persistent infringement. It's the third free kick he's given away. I'm sure Steve Bennett will indicate that it's not his first offence. He had been spoken to already by the referee. First yellow card of the game for Carsley. Well, the last time Everton won a competition, the side that Joe Royle built was called the Dogs of War. The likes of Joey Parkinson in the midfield, and there been articles in the last week that this Everton side, and Carsley in particular, trying to emulate midfield steal. It's a really poor free kick. Put a ball back into the fray though from Wright Phillips. Carvalho's stumble was ill-timed. Wright Phillips helped forward again by Carvalho. Alex climbing forward, and Nelka. Manuel Fernandez caught by Wright Phillips. The referee says no. Here's Osman. Look for Andy Johnson at Claude Makelele, as he's done so many times, just sweeps up in front of the back line. Took a bit of the ball as well as a bit of the man there, Sean Wright Phillips. From Bridge by Jagielka. Carsley. Telecek has got a fantastic record in the last few months. 11 clean sheets in his last 14 appearances, and another one tonight will see Chelsea safely through to the final again. It's bidding to be the first side to successfully defend this trophy since Brian Clough's Nottingham Forest in 1990. Joe Cole. Well to work the angle, but couldn't get it past Tim Howard. Chelsea with more than 70% of the possession in the last 5 minutes. Certainly been their best period of the game so far. Bridge. Everton getting enough bodies back to get it away. Alex. Lescott, whose first touch a little bit heavy, but got away with that. Manuel Fernandez then loses out. Steve Sidwell can play in Anelka. Still Anelka. Grateful that he had the time to gather at the second attempt. That's what Nicholas Anelka is all about. Arteta taking on Wayne Bridge. Neville's throw. And Makelele. Helped further clear by Sidwell. Carvalho. And Belletti fights Cole. From the former Barcelona man, Sean Wright Phillips. And Lescott and Belletti tangling, and the Chelsea fullback has given away the free kick, much to his dismay. They're not the most prolific side in the Premier League, but with the lead of 7 that they put past Sunderland here, they are averaging more than 2 goals a game at home this season. Everton.
This is an announcement for the Chelsea supporters in the upper ones. For the
Just past the half-hour mark. And a check. Calm.
Could you please remain
Composed under
seated?
pressure.
I repeat, for the benefit of your supporters at the back of the stand,
Here's Sidwell.
please remain seated.
And given away by Steve Sidwell. Not the first loose ball that he's played. Chelsea still with the aggregate lead. Carvalho was caught late there. The referee spotted it. Here's Joe Cole in a more central position than of late. Wright Phillips. And able to find a way past Nuno Valente. Manuel Fernandes to Carsley. Into intercept again. And Chelsea looking to break forward quickly. It's a good run at the top of your picture by Malouda. And Elka turns, looks for Malouda, but it was 5 seconds too late. Here's Sidwell. Belletti. Responsibility with Everton. They have to push forward, they have to create chances, and that's something they haven't really been able to do so far, aside from Lescott's header, which Cahill almost managed to get on, but they still have time, of course. 1-0 Everton victory inside 90 minutes will take the game into extra time. Goal that they scored at Stamford Bridge would only become significant after extra time. Here's Neville. Lescott, who'd stayed forward, he played the ball back in behind Manuel Fernandes, and now Lescott's out of position. Malouda trying to shake off the Portuguese star. Here's Anelka. Lescott's recovered his ground now. Anelka's in past Jagielka. The strong running of Belletti will keep the move alive for Chelsea. Good ball for Cole, but not in a shooting position for him. Sidwell for Makelele. Bridges ball in. Arteta calmly can set it up for Nuno Valente to bring clear. Right, Phillips towards Cole. Lescott had to make sure that he stayed on his feet and didn't dive in. Back for Belletti. Malouda. Flora Malouda. A sighted goal for Chelsea. They've been few and far between. But it's only going to take the conversion of a chance like that to see Chelsea with 1 foot in the final. He hasn't been prolific since he moved to England. Flora Malouda scored just the 3 goals so far. And the covering from the Everton midfield just about good enough to make it a difficult chance. to get the better of Johnson. Makelele gave it away to Carsley. Arteta trying to withstand the challenge of the vastly experienced Chelsea captain. Abuse from the Everton fans who wanted a free kick, although Makelele there claiming that he should have had one of his own. Everton goal completely changes the complexion of this tie. Mean that Chelsea have to score. At the moment, it's the visitors far and away the happier with the situation as it unfolds. They're more than happy to take the sting out of the game whenever they can. Sometimes they're restricting the opportunities that Everton are creating, and so far they're doing that very well. But losing out to Arteta. Fernandez. Valente. Carsley. Lovely touch from Arteta, well intentioned. He's looked sharp over on this left-hand side. Eventually gives away the free kick, Mikel Arteta. The Brazilian international, who has been a good acquisition since arriving from Spain. It's a snip at $7.5 million, Belletti, which is Chelsea gave to Barcelona for his services. Clearance from Howard and a Chelsea throw. How can Dave Moyes bring a little bit more potency into his Everton forward line? It's flanked there by another man who's won this competition in the past, Chris Woods, the former Nottingham Forest goalkeeper. Goalkeeping coach here at Goodison Park. Johnson with the instruction to hold possession. He had plenty of time. He's brought Arteta into it cleverly. Back for Johnson, who's got time to turn. Taking on Alex and getting the shot in, but check out the near post covered. It is an Everton corner. Good break by the home side. Alex forcing Johnson wide and get the merest hint of a touch. Arteta's outswinger far too deep for Lescott. Everton haven't got themselves into that kind of position often enough to be so wasteful with the final delivery. Here's Malouda. Anelka. Very well challenged by Lescott. Sharp reactions from Nicolas Anelka. He read what was going to happen as it broke off the Everton player, Carsley. But Lescott did well to stop him getting the ball across. Slightly dispossessed by Arteta, and he's done well to win it back though, and gets a return ball from Nicolas Anelka. Frenchman working well in tandem, but Jagielka is having a solid game at centre-half tonight for Everton. In there to stop it. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Ticking on Everton's hopes of reaching the first Wembley final for 13 seasons. Tim Howard, the second time in his career playing against Chelsea at the semi-final stage of this competition. But so is a Manchester United player back in 2005 and was arguably at fault for the winning goal, which was scored by Damien Duff. Boasted it's his opportunity to exorcise tonight. Good ball by Fernandes. Nuno Valente gave chase. Joe Cole had to track back to stop it being a fantastic pass. Cole. Malouda, not the first Chelsea player to stumble in that midfield area. Here's Bridge. Good ball forward for Anelka. Well watched as always by Lescott. Sidwell. Makelele was caught and hurt by Tim Cahill. He's got one on the top of the knee, Claude Makelele. Of apology from Tim Cahill. He was only present in this competition last season, Claude Makelele, but this is only his second appearance in the run to the 2008 final. Good turn by Cole. He got back to his feet quickly. Belletti. His first touch let him down. Lescott completes the clearance. Johnson unlucky there. Hasn't had too many sights of goal, Andy Johnson. Keeping with a season really which has seen him score just a 6. Not less prolific than his first season here at Goodison Park. Here's Malouda. Good run by Anelka ahead of him. And a very good recovery from Manuel Fernandes. Now Carsley. Trying to stretch the Chelsea back line, playing it down the channels for Andy Johnson to chase. Space in a central position this time for Arteta. Neville. Manuel Fernandes. Neville continues his run forward for Everton. And wins the corner. Everton's third of the game, and will the delivery be any better this time? Two centre-halves both made their way forward. Cahill, a very imposing presence in the air. But once more, the delivery not quite what was ordered, and a comfortable save by Petr Cech. The game about to go into stoppage time. There'll be just 1 minute added on at the end of this first half. The minute begins with Wright Phillips in possession. Here's Anelka, and that's well wide.
1 minute.
It's been a half that has been easy on the eye. Well, it's lacked in clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities. It's made up for in atmosphere and blood and thunder challenges. Petr Cech denying Joleon Lescott. Andy Johnson hasn't had too many clear-cut chances of his own. Everton must score, and the worry they will have that they're not creating enough chances. At the break in this second leg, it's Everton 0, Chelsea 0. Welcome back to Goodison Park, 0-0 at half-time in the second leg of the Carling Cup semi-final. 45 minutes left for Everton to score the goal that could take the game into extra time. If Chelsea can keep their clean sheet intact, they will be in the final again and will meet Spurs on Sunday, the 24th of February. Chelsea will be the happier of the two sides. Clear-cut opportunities have been few and far between. Who will be able to rectify that in their favour over the next 45 minutes? Can Chelsea keep their dreams alive of being the first side for 18 years to retain this trophy and win it for the 5th time? Or can Everton get within 90 minutes of winning it for the first time? You have to go back 20 years for the last time that Everton played in the semi-final. Petr Cech with some unorthodox goalkeeping, but very effective goalkeeping nevertheless. Back in 1988, they lost 4-1 on aggregate to Arsenal. Here's Joe Cole, and still Joe Cole, Lescott, and Anelka! Off the bar, vital deflection from Jagielka. And appeals for a handball by Anelka as he tried to make his way through. And Chelsea so nearly with the goal that surely would have booked their place at Wembley. Everton with a little bit of luck, but you have to credit Jagielka as well. And Nicolas Anelka very nearly with the breakthrough in the opening moment of this second half. Cole couldn't get the shot in. And if Jagielka hadn't got the touch, it surely would have been 1-0. The crossbar saves Everton. Well, it goes without saying that the first goal is going to be all important, but the difference between a 3-1 aggregate Chelsea lead and 2-2 all square on aggregate is absolutely monumental. Osman doing really well to muscle Shaw Wright Phillips out of possession. Nuno Valente taking it on, And it's broken back kindly for him. He's got Johnson in the centre, but Alex was there to clear. Now Cole. Lescott curtailing the run of Nicholas Anelka. He's had another outstanding game in front of Fabio Capello tonight, Joleon Lescott. Jagielka. Arteta. Neville. Towards Johnson. Alex again was there. To close eye on Andy Johnson throughout the evening and marked him pretty effectively. Joe Cole. No way past Nuno Valente. Good volume from the Chelsea end of the ground, although they didn't sell their ticket allocation, somewhat surprisingly. Perhaps blasé with the success they've had in this competition in recent years. It's anything but. Joe Cole's ball back in. Manuel Fernandes with the clearance, only as far as Claude Makelele. And now back out to Cole. Still want to get the ball in past Nuno Valente. Anelka had time to take a touch. Arteta made life difficult for him, and Carsley could complete the clearance. Here's Carvalho. Makelele. Malouda with a layoff for right. Phillips has gone for goal. I produced one magnificent strike in the first leg. Sean Wright-Phillips unable to replicate it there. A game in which Everton need to win. Chelsea will be happy with a draw. Moyes will be perturbed by the statistics that show. There's Wright-Phillips, tries to get in past Lescott. I was going to say it's only 3 attempts on the goal and only one of those on target from Everton. Chelsea almost carving them open again. And if anything, it's the visitors who are looking the more likely side to score at the moment. Malouda. Balletti. Valente claiming that the throw should be his, but it has gone the other way. They do have some ammunition on the bench. Everton, striker Victor Anichebe, the young Nigerian. James Vaughan waiting there as well. 2 teenagers who have the opportunity to come on and make a name for themselves tonight. And Steve Bennett will go over to see whether Nuno Valente does need treatment. It looks as though he's going to be okay. He got hurt. Elbow in the face from Joe Cole. I don't think there was any intent to try and hurt the opponent, but nevertheless it was still quite a hefty blow. Play will resume with this Chelsea free kick, which will be taken by Giuliano Balletti. Away by Neville. Nice header back for Carvalho. Away by Jagielka this time. Good play by Wayne Bridge, trying to change the direction for Chelsea, but Fernandez was there ahead of Sidwell. Now Johnson, it was a good climb by him. Cahill couldn't win the second ball, he caught Makelele instead. And he's hurt Claude Makelele. Here's Anelka. The referee plays the advantage again. Cole. Valente way back on. Tries to get involved in the thick of the action straight away. Makelele is recovered from the knock he took to his foot. Gets the ball clear and out of play for a throw. Plugs to stop the bleeding from his nose, Nuno Valente, but able to continue. Critical goal at the moment. The Jolie and Lescott own goal in stoppage time for the end of the first leg between these two. Valente's down again. Portuguese man in the wars at the moment. Only a throw for Everton. Back to Valente from Osman. Fernandez. Neville. The timing of that late goal in the first leg, an object lesson to Everton, not to give up while it's 0-0. They only one defensive mistake or one moment of brilliance away from taking the game into extra time. Nelka's ball forward, it's cannoned back off Jagielka. Sidwell for Joe Cole. Joe Cole, good block. Nuno Valente selflessly throwing himself into the line of fire. Osman happy, let the ball run out of play for a throw. Here's Neville. Johnson. Osman. And given away by Carsley. A few nerves beginning to show from some of the Everton players, perhaps. And certainly from some of the supporters struggling to harness their nerves into positive support for the team. Just to go back to those statistics, Everton in 55 minutes have had 3 attempts and only one of those on target. That's to the credit of Chelsea. They're looking pretty comfortable at the moment, and if anything, it is Chelsea that are looking the more likely side to score. Free kick taken quickly. Well, Makelele was seeking counsel with the referee. Here's Neville. Now wins the corner off Alex. First of the second half for either side. Discussion between Jagielka and Johnson. Steve Bennett, the referee, has seen something untoward. Belletti and Johnson's overzealous jockeying for position, I think. Johnson does like to stand right in front of a goalkeeper to make life as difficult as possible. Belletti trying to prevent him doing that. And the two of them are going to be called over. A negative tactic in some ways. Johnson often doesn't look at the ball, he looks at the goalkeeper. Belletti certainly wasn't looking at the ball, he's just looking at Johnson. After all that, Arteta rolls it short. Phil Neville, good attempt. Strong hand from Cech, just away from Johnson. Fernandes is shot back in, blocked by Alex. Another vital save from Petr Cech, denying Phil Neville the goal. It's deep from Osman. And a push by Malouda will give Everton a free kick in a promising position. Well, I wonder how close that was to being a penalty. The initial contact might just have happened inside the penalty area, but there were no appeals for a penalty from the Everton players. Well, they came close in the last set piece. The ball being taken back a generous 10 yards. In it comes from Arteta. Osman did get hold of it, the back heel flick from Jagielka, almost giving Everton the lead. This is Everton's best period of the game. Will they be able to make it count? Can Chelsea survive? Makaleli. Malouda. Back off right, Phillips for Malouda again. Now Anelka's hit the bar in this second half, of course. Good challenge by Osman. A player whose work ethic epitomises what Everton are all about. Arteta. Carsley. And just to reiterate, if Everton were to score, they'd take the game to extra time if there was no further scoring, and if there was no further goal in extra time, then Everton would win. They would go through on away goals, but Petr Cech at the moment is keeping them out single-handedly. Wonderful save from Phil Neville. Great strike from a man whose first ever goal came against Chelsea when he was a Manchester United player 10 years ago next month. And this back heel flick from Jagielka, an instinctive save from Petr Cech with the left foot. Which is why he is widely regarded as the best goalkeeper in the world. An hour gone. 2/3 of the job done for Chelsea in this second leg tonight. But the lead, for the first time tonight, beginning to look a touch fragile. Joe Cole's offside. As much as a lead ever does look fragile when that man is between the sticks. Carsley. Right, Phillips for Cole. Valente in strongly. Space at a premium on that far touchline, and the two Everton players who attacked the same ball both ended up losing it. Sidwell not happy, the free kick going against him. Made to work hard by Wickham at this stage last season in the Carling Cup semi-final. Chelsea being made to work hard for it again tonight. Johnson. Cahill hasn't been able to have too much of an influence in the second half. Johnson trying to get in. Whole host of Chelsea players back there. And it took 5 yellow shirts to stop Johnson and Cahill getting a shot in on goal. Making his way forward, it's just flicked back off his heel. Lescott's challenge was awkward, but legitimate. Here's Manuel Fernandes. Alex concedes the throw. Vital touch by Lescott. Foot between the legs of Anelka just to steer it clear. He's had an outstanding game. Lescott, of course, bidding to make up for two crazy moments at the end of the first leg in either penalty area. Anelka ever willing to chase the long ball forward. Jagielka happy to find touch. Bridge hooked in dangerously. Howard came out. Peels for handball. Fall on deaf ears. Sidwell tries to get it back in. He's happy to let it run out of play for a throw. Bridge trying to run it past Neville. And that's an Everton free kick. Just presenting it to Arteta. Neville, Johnson, Cahill, two of them working so well together. Arteta, and Neville got the last touch. Osman. And more so than many other sides in the Premier League, Everton's home form can be a barometer for the quality of the opposition. Generally, they lose to the top sides here and will beat the vast majority of sides that finish in the bottom half of the table, but they have a poor record against Chelsea. They have a poor record here against Manchester United, but they're giving it a really good go tonight. You have to go back to November 2000 for the last time that Everton beat Chelsea. Claude Makelele goes in the book. And he's not happy. A yellow card for dissent, and he's got to be careful that he doesn't talk himself into another one. He's reluctant to retreat, and he's shuffling forward surreptitiously now. Arteta's free kick. Czech's lost it, but was fouled. Doesn't count. So little hand in the back from Jagielka, and as Czech tried to bring it down, it was still a fantastic block with his leg. Cahill tried to put the shot in. Was it a foul, or was it just a collision between the two players? Academic in the end. Johnson fouled by Alex. Alex, the Brazilian centre-half, who finally became a Chelsea player after work permit issues were addressed. He spent 3 years in Holland with PSV Eindhoven, waiting for that to happen. And he's got more defending to do now. Johnson's flick on, eludes everybody, and goes wide. played in a much more uninhibited manner in this second half. Everton have had 70% of the possession over the last 10 minutes. They've had a few near misses, but still no sign of the breakthrough as the game enters its final quarter. And the final quarter of the scheduled 90 minutes anyway. Neville. Awkward ball for Kazi to try and control, and he failed to do it. Victor Anichibi will be coming on for Everton. Add a little bit more artillery up front. Good ball over the top for Cole! Joe Cole scores a goal that will take Chelsea to Wembley, surely. Against the run of play. But Everton leaving themselves susceptible to the counter-attack. One good long ball over the top. A crisp finish from Cole. And it's 1-0 Chelsea. And they lead 3-1 on aggregate. And what a ball from Malouda. Perfect take from Cole. No chance, or little chance, for Howard. And Joe Cole with the goal that takes Chelsea within 20 minutes of another place at Wembley. Delight for Avram Grant to Steve Clark. Everton need 2 goals in the last 20 minutes. Joe Cole with a goal that has given Chelsea a 3-1 aggregate lead. Four from Manuel Fernandez. Johnson gives chase. Anichibi unable to get his first touch at that juncture, and he's replaced Lee Carsley. Now Neville. And Johnson. Another vital save from Czech. First sight of goal that Johnson has had. And the strong hands of Petr Cech make sure that it's only a corner. In from Arteta. Anichibi. Fernandez. Lescott still forward. Anichibi. Osman shot deflects, and Cech can make another save. Oh, Victor Anichibi made his debut against Chelsea as a 17-year-old. He's used as a substitute more often than not. Been expected to possibly feature in Bertie Vogt's Nigerian squad for the African Cup of Nations. He's eligible to play for England, but has pledged his international future to the country of his birth. Osman thought he was fouled by Belletti. I think, truth be told, Belletti probably thought he was as well. The Brazilian gets away with it. Here's Sidwell. Another goal for Chelsea now, and it is all over. Bridge. Well challenged by Arteta. Malouda. Makalele. Alex. Fall from Belletti. Nice take by Sean Wright-Phillips. Good run by Anelka. He went for goal himself and missed by some distance. Joe Cole, the hero of the hour, his 6th goal of the season, his 30th for Chelsea. And it was a wonderful goal as well. Magnificent ball from Malouda. And a nice take and finish from Joe Cole. Manuel Fernandes. Not fouled by Sidwell. Fernandes furious, and his show of dissent is going to earn him a yellow card. You can't do that with Steve Bennett. One of the real sticklers of referees. And I think the referee got it right. But it was that angry reaction from Manuel Fernandes that earns him his first yellow card back in English football. Well, Everton have been beaten here by Manchester United, Liverpool and Arsenal this season. They've also been beaten here in the Cup by Oldham. In fact, for all the success they've had in this Cup run, they're best in this competition for 20 years. This is the first home tie that they've played. Had that purple patch around the hour mark, which Chelsea scored at the end of. And can Everton create another impressive period of sustained pressure as they try and get themselves back into this game? They must score twice, of course. Pushed by Belletti on Osman, and Belletti's going to get a yellow card. That's the 4th one that the referee has shown in the game, and it means a suspension for Giuliano Belletti, who will miss the forthcoming Premier League match against Reading a week on Saturday. His 5th booking of the season. Arteta's ball in. Czech electing to punch. A good decision as well, Makelele. Anelka. And Carvalho sprinting forward from the back. Cahill tracked all the way back to stop the pass-finding Carl. Anelka happy to let it run out of play for a Chelsea throw. It's a lung-busting run by Ricardo Carvalho. One that ultimately went unrewarded. Bridge with the throw. Here's Joe Cole, unable to turn. Jagielka can bring it away. And Achibi. Osman. Cahill. Johnson. Make sure that it's an Everton throw, taken quickly for Leon Osman. Now Neville. Lescott. Showed a little bit too much of it to Sidwell. And Chelsea again will try and spring the counter-attack, but they can't. Nuno Valente. Here's Arteta. Another clearance by Bridge. Everton have one more striker at their disposal on the bench, James Vaughan. He's being readied for action. Here's Jagielka. Lescott. Johnson. Arteta. Manuel Fernandes, who may well be the player to make way for James Vaughan. And his crossfield ball just took a touch off Shaw Wright Phillips, who fall for Malouda. Back for Wright Phillips and now to Anelka. And he's got it back somewhat fortuitously. Nuno Valenti's clearance back from Breach. And Anelka didn't keep it in. It's an Everton throw. They will make the change, and Manuel Fernandes makes way to be replaced by James Vaughan, the 19-year-old England under-21 international striker. Has scored in Europe this season in the away win against AZ Alkmaar at the Alkmaar de Hout. Scored against Birmingham as well. Needs to deliver coming off the bench again. And he's had a good first contribution here. He's continued his run. And Achibi, his fellow teenager. And Nuno Valenti showed too much of it to Cole. Arteta. Letty's header. Shaw Wright Phillips. Now Malouda. Referee acknowledging a foul on Wright Phillips, allowing Malouda possession. On the advantage, he didn't really look as though he knew what to do with it. And he'll get a free kick now, and that'll be a yellow card for Nuno Valenti. Fifth name taken tonight by Steve Bennett.
The golden goal for £100 tonight. The time of the first goal scored was 68 minutes and 35 seconds. 68
Foul by Valenti, earning him the yellow card. He's not one of the players who came into tonight one caution away from a suspension. Tim Cahill, Carvalho and Joe Cole. And the others, along with Belletti, who has picked up the yellow card, which will rule him out of next Premier League match. So, Belletti and Makelele standing over this free kick for Chelsea. Right, some run-up that Belletti's taking. And he's got a corner out of it. It's going to be a late heroic fight back from Everton if they're going to keep their hopes alive. 2 goals to take the game into extra time. Here's Neville. Vaughan. And a foul by Neville. Quick to offer the hand of apology, but that won't get him out of the yellow card. Phil Neville, the 4th Everton player booked.
Chelsea substitution coming off number 10, Joe Cole, and here's the replacement number 14, Claudio Pizarro.
There is Claudio Pizarro, and he will replace the man who at the moment is the match winner tonight. And Joe Cole making way. Hasn't played full 90 minutes too often this season, but he's marked his appearance this evening with a very important goal. Claudio Pizarro comes on to replace him. Pizarro, who came off the bench to score the winner at at the weekend against Birmingham. I just wonder what Fabio Capello has made of Joe Cole's performance and goal this evening. Alex's header. This is Arteta. Balletti defended really well. Wright Phillips, and still short Wright Phillips. Pizarro wanted the ball played to him. Howard with the save. Good strong run by Sean Wright Phillips. Perhaps the square ball for Claudio Pizarro would have been a better option. Here's a Chelsea corner. Malouda's delivery cleared by Neville. Back from Wright Phillips to Malouda, who was offside. Makelele. Osman, 6 minutes to go. Everton have two defenders on the bench. Really with the players that got on, unless they decide to push Lescott up front and bring Alan Stubbs on at centre half. Just over 5 minutes to go for Chelsea. Well, they haven't created too many chances, Everton, and when they have created a worthwhile opportunity, they found Petr Cech, their equal. Very significant save from Phil Neville around the hour mark. And Chelsea destined for their third Carling Cup final in 4 seasons. Osman wanting too long in possession, and it was Anelka that had tracked all the way back to win it back, and now Sean Wright Phillips has got Sidwell to his right. Here is Steve Sidwell. Lescott did enough. It wasn't the best ball for Steve Sidwell. Johnson. Can Everton set up a grandstand finish by scoring the goal that would be the equaliser on the night? Just looking a little bit tired and jaded. Perhaps the self-belief has just ebbed away a little bit. The body language of those standing around the ground suggests that they believe the game is up. It's the Chelsea fans who are singing of another trip to Wembley, singing of the opportunity to win an 11th trophy in 10 seasons. Here's Neville. And that epitomises And how things have gone for Everton in the minutes since Joe Cole gave Chelsea the lead. Neville. Anichibi guiding it on towards Vaughan. Wright Phillips was tackled by the referee there. And it was a foul as well. Johnson's ball in. Carvalho gets it away. Wright Phillips back on his feet, and that's an intelligent pass from Malouda. Come out by Valenti. Cahill to Arteta. Can Everton give themselves a glimmer of hope with less than 2 minutes remaining now? It's in from Arteta, but an easy play for Petr Cech. He's done wonderful things in his 6 years at Goodison Park, but he hasn't brought silverware. Weighs increasingly heavily on the shoulders of Dave Moyes, I'm sure. Nothing tangible to show for magnificent work he's done. Wright Phillips back for Claudio Pizarro. Howard very grateful to see that one go wide. He might even have helped it wide.
Coming off number 15, Floriano Malouda, his replacement number 3, Ashley Cole.
And sure enough, Tim Howard did get his fingers to it. It's probably going wide in any case. You can understand Pizarro's frustration that a goal kick was given and not a corner. Chelsea will make their second change. Ashley Cole will come on to replace Florian Malouda. I don't think he'll have too many touches, Ashley Cole. Just another body behind the ball. And Cole yet to play in the League Cup final. He was an unused substitute when Chelsea won the competition last year against his old club Arsenal. And will he get his chance against Tottenham? Here is Cole. Started his career as a left winger with the Arsenal youth team, and has the opportunity to revisit days gone by in the little cameo that he has here. Good touch over the top, appeals for a handball against Carvalho. 4 minutes to be added on. Neville's ball forward. Lescott is staying forward now. And that's an Everton throw. Taken quickly by Johnson for Neville. Hoisted forward, hopefully. Didn't sit up for Arteta. Chelsea again able to clear their lines, and Wright Phillips has played in Anelka in space. He's got Pizarro up front. Back for Sidwell. Ashley Cole. He's trying to be a little bit too clever, Cole. As he looked for his first goal in just short of 3 years. Set to take Chelsea to a final. Just 5 months after taking the job, which would be an impressive statistic. Anichibi for Joleon Lescott. Almost managed to slip it through for Vaughan. Chelsea will make their final change before Lescott's allowed to take the throw. It's going to be Tal Ben Haim who will come on. And Nicolas Anelka, the player who will make way, another defender to come on. The forward three for Chelsea that started the game have all made way now. And Tal Ben Haim on for the briefest of appearances. Crouched long by Neville. The flick on, punch clear by Petr Cech. Now Wright Phillips. Again, it's Carvalho who's the first to sprint out from the back. Wright Phillips. Played in Pizarro. Good save by Howard. And Vaughan to Lescott, who tries to take on Alex. Back for Johnson. Lescott. And Osman couldn't get there ahead of Sidwell. Chelsea again just happy to keep their foot on the ball. Ben Haim. The challenge coming in. Carvalho. Now Belletti. Here's Cole. Pizarro back for Belletti. Sidwell. Vaughan. And still James Vaughan. He had Johnson in space. Went for goal himself. 4 minutes of stoppage time are up. Here's Wright Phillips. Over the top for Pizarro. Out comes Howard. Cole. Wright Phillips back to Ashley Cole. Urged to shoot by the Chelsea fans. It's victory for Chelsea, who make it through to the final yet again. Petr Cech instrumental in that. Some very important saves at 0-0 before Joe Cole popped up with a goal on the counter-attack that was enough to win the game for Chelsea. A 1-0 win on the night, a 3-1 victory on aggregate. Sure, Wright Phillips, the hero of the first leg, had a starring role again tonight. But Joe Cole, the man who wins the game for Chelsea. For Everton, it's heroic failure, but failure nonetheless. Still, they have to wait as they try and get their hands on this competition. But for Avram Grant, it's a 21st win in 28 games in charge of Chelsea. And only 5 months after taking control of Chelsea, he will be at Wembley to lead his side out against Tottenham Hotspur in the 2008 Carling Cup final. A brave effort from Everton, but ultimately they didn't create enough in front of goal. The full-time score, Everton 0, Chelsea 1, 3-1 to Chelsea on aggregate, and they will play Tottenham in the final.